In this video, I'd like to talk about different types of technologies and how using technology in the classroom can support curriculum through engaging in different types of activities. So we'll take a look at each of the different technologies and explore a little bit about how you might use them appropriately. Using tape recorders, CD players, and iPods in the classroom can really help children develop listening skills. This is an important area of literacy that we need to focus on in our teaching a little bit more, helping children to focus on what they hear and actually spend time teaching and instructing children about listening. So using these different devices, children are able to document their discussions, dramatic play episodes, the stories that they tell, and even their oral reading. And this will help them and teachers assess their performance. You can take the audio tape and transcribe it so that they can see their ideas in print. It can also be used to document children's learning by showing what they know and what they've said. And then you can analyze those transcripts to determine children's current competencies and use it as an assessment tool, and then apply that assessment information in planning and facilitating different types of learning experiences that are going to deepen their understanding and extend what they already know. Children often play music and sing songs in classrooms, yet we fail to document that. By audio recording children's play with musical instruments and the songs that they sing, this can be a valuable way for them to listen and then also for them to assess how well they're doing. You can tape record them at one point in time and then later on so that they can see the difference in how they've improved. This is really great when you're also getting ready for performances. Of course, it's often used to listen to stories and books on tape. There are so many interactive books now, different types of devices, that listening can be developed through a lot of different technologies in the classroom. Video recording is really an important tool in supporting the curriculum. A while back, George Foreman focused on video recording in the capacity of instant video revisiting with children. This is the idea where a teacher would videotape a child engaged in an activity, and then that child would watch it and use it as a self-assessment to reflect upon what they know and can do, and then apply that in their new learning and think about how by watching themselves they've learned something about what they know or what their misconceptions are, and then they can return to it and really think about how they can extend it and do better the next time. It's really an opportunity for them to self-assess. Just like you're using video recordings of yourself teaching, this helps you to understand both the children's skills and abilities as well as your own. The light table is a valuable resource in the classroom. One important thing that children need to understand are the ideas of transparency, and the light table really supports that. They can be easy to create on your own and can be purchased. By placing translucent items of different colors on a light table, also things like x-rays and sand, colored gems and marbles, cellophane and tissue paper, natural items, bubble wrap, and really just any interesting sort of shapes and colors can really add to children's understanding of the properties of these objects. Both these translucent and opaque objects can be used as an art media with the light table. Overhead projectors and document cameras. I am the queen of overhead projectors. As the College of Education here at UW moved from overhead projectors to document cameras, I smartly went to all of our technology people and gathered every single overhead projector that the college had. And this is really important to me because it's a great way to focus on things like color, transparency, and shadow. Because an overhead projector shines onto a wall, it can be used as a light source for creating all different kinds of explorations and play. It really adds to it. You see children create shadow puppets and then they can use them with the overhead projector. It can also provide inspiration for new art projects and a backdrop for dramatic experiences. Similarly, a document camera can also project onto a wall, but this can also project things like stories and books and pictures so that children can explore those in large form. Photography is a really important part of the early childhood classroom, and using digital photography can definitely support learning. It can record and document children's learning. Digital pictures can be shared on documentation boards or documentation notebooks or bulletin boards, and it provides a visual representation of what children know and have done, and it also makes them very present in the classroom and really shows who they are and that this learning is theirs and that they're valued as participants in the learning process. It can certainly display results of experiments, so children can use digital photography if they're observing how a plant grows, and they can take pictures of it over time and document that experience. It can also record the visits of experts who come into the classroom and what they taught the class or what new information they provided. And it can help children to revisit field trips and to document those field trips and to keep them alive as children continue to explore the ideas that they learned out doing field work. And of course, it makes learning public for families, and it's an opportunity for teachers and children to share information with families in the greater community. Classroom photography can also be used in really valuable ways. Picture schedules can be a valuable tool for children to understand when transitions are happening and what comes first and next in a schedule. Many times children who aren't yet reading can use the picture paired with a word to help them understand the schedule of the day. Photographs can also be used to provide directions for how to use a particular learning center or the steps in a process that they need to complete, such as hand washing or cooking a snack. You can obviously have recipes, can use picture directions as well. And in terms of classroom organization, teachers create a management system in the classroom, such as sign-up boards or attendance sheets and job charts, can help children understand where to place items on shelves and how to clean up. Digital photography can be used to create a lot of different games, like matching games and board games. What's nice about it is you can actually use pictures from your own environment and community in these games, and so that they have more meaning to the children. Having a welcome board, or like you see in this picture, blocks with the students' pictures on them, is a nice way to make the classroom owned by the children and the adults within it. It's important to have pictures of your staff out as well, so that we create a learning community and that we're visually present within that. Pictures can also help children and adults in transitions from home to school. Sometimes a child might be sad to leave home, and it's nice that they could have family photo albums or pictures to look at of their family. A new child coming to school can send a picture of themselves, and it can prepare both the class and the child for the transition to school. Computers have been around for a long time. Most homes have computers, and many classrooms have them. In K-12 education, it's standard that children are using computers on a regular basis. Yet in early childhood, it's still questionable whether computers are developmentally appropriate and how they can really support children's learning and the development of the curriculum. Computers have many tools and applications that can support learning in a variety of areas. For example, in the arts, children will have the opportunity to use a computer to publish their artwork, to create artwork using programs such as KidPic Studio. It also gives them opportunities to explore the work of different artists. Computer technology can be used to help children learn about music and compose music. They can play music on virtual instruments. In terms of literacy, computers can assist children in reading and writing. They provide a really motivating environment and tools that can make the process easy. There's different ways that children can learn to read and write using computers, so the instruction can be tailored to the learning style. They can use voice-to-text software to ensure that their stories are documented. There's many opportunities to practice phonemic awareness activities, to record their voice and engage in listening experiences, to listen to books on tape and interactive books. There are many different ways that children use computers to communicate within their classroom and with others around their world, broadening their horizons. In terms of social studies, computer programs on the internet can really help children to explore the world beyond their normal experiences. They can learn about communities and cultures outside of their own. Using the internet is a really strong tool for children to learn about the world, and it's important that they have access to the information available. There are many filters that can be applied to computers to ensure that children are safe in their technology use, and you should explore those. Computers can support science learning in a variety of ways as well. Oftentimes it's similar to reading a book in that children will explore different facts about animals, but they can also view webcams that provide live feed of animals in the wild. They can watch videos related to their area of interest, and they can definitely do a lot of research related to science topics that can support their active exploration in the classroom. Computers can be successfully used with young children for a variety of math purposes, including self-guided instruction, exploration, problem-solving practice, and manipulation of math objects. One advantage of using computers for math is that children can manipulate math objects and easily save their work so they can continue over a period of time. Oftentimes, the programs will adjust to the children's ability level and their understanding. Smartphones and tablets are one of the newest integration of digital technologies into the classroom. For anyone who has a smartphone or an iPhone or an iPad or any other form of tablet, you know that the possibilities are extensive in terms of how to use them with children. There are easy ways to take pictures, to videotape, to search information, to upload photographs, and to document learning as it's happening. In addition, there are many applications or apps that are appropriate for young children that can teach them certain skills and help them develop certain content knowledge. Digital microscopes are a quick, easy, and often inexpensive technology that can be integrated into the classroom. Digital microscopes are a simple technology that's often inexpensive and can easily be integrated into the classroom. There's incredible potential to support scientific understanding and observation using these microscopes. As you see in the picture, the child-friendly microscope can be held and the image can be displayed on the computer so children can take video and still pictures and look more closely at an object. Smart boards and smart tables are an integral part of many early childhood classrooms. Smart boards are generally mounted on the wall, and smart tables are flat. The multi-touch capability allows children to engage socially while using the board or the table and to learn from and with each other. This is an important aspect of the technology that makes it more developmentally appropriate.